I mean, purposefully, like not looking for work, I've chosen to do that, so yeah.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
That's fine, Ben. Yourself?
Some people are just talented as well.
I came straight from school, so I kind of went straight from school to this.
Great.
So,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah, same. I volunteered, but I didn't know a job because I didn't really have time. And they came straight to Saltmine, so there wasn't like looking for a job at all.
Okay, great. And those of you that have been out of work, so Becky, how long roughly?
Probably not very long. It was after I'd finished a year out doing something, and prior coming to Saltmine, I was a bit of time in Birmingham where I was looking for a job when I did.
Yeah. Are we talking like weeks, months, years?
Probably like 3 or 4 weeks, probably about a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stephen?
Yeah, for me it was more like on a part-time basis. I was looking for a job, so that would have been for about 6 months or so.
Yeah.
But not like an actual salary job kind of thing.
Gotcha.
You know, like a full-time thing.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, just so no, it's difficult because I wasn't a very secure position living at my parents' house.
Yeah.
But kind of after uni, it was either getting education or getting a job. So I was looking for a job, and even whether it was part-time or full-time. But then I came to Saltmine, so
great.
it all worked out.
Great. And just last but lastly, Caleb?
On my gap year, I was probably out of, I was looking for a job at sort of the start of it, so I don't know, probably a month or, maybe a little bit longer before I found a job.
Okay. So I'll get the impression then, all of you who were out of work, it wasn't too long, am I right in saying? Well, the people you're going to be working with have been out of work for years. So you can imagine the anxiety that might face. I mean, I was just walking down the road on the way here today thinking, when I was last unemployed, and even just the day when I lost my job, the amount of anxiety levels going up me was thinking, oh my God, how do I fit into society? You know, how am I going to pay the rent?
Yeah.
You know, I should be going out tonight. I can't really, I'm going to have to cancel. So many things have a recurring effect. But that's just for a day. Can you imagine what it'd be like for years and years? So you can imagine these people are usually doing a lot of moonlighting work. It's not our job here in the forum work to find that out, but we need to support them, okay? Let me explain to you how we're going to be working, because I get the impression you all know about forum theatre. Is that right? Because I'm not going to be to patronise anything. Okay?
Yeah.
You do know quite a bit about it, do you?
Yeah.
Right. Well, we've changed the term forum theatre for playback. The reason being that when we used to do forum theatre, a lot of the time with people in the community, they used to go, whoa, I'm not doing forum theatre, I don't like that word. The word itself was also synonymous with a pornographic magazine that some people might have heard of in the 70s. So it was just called Forum. So a lot of the people we work with are of that sort of generation, so they would know it. So we've just used playback as another name. So whenever you hear me say playback, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What we're going to do right now is we're going to do a lot of experiential work. We're going to set up how it's going to look, okay, on the day. The 10-day program will only do playback twice. If I just quickly run through it, the first day is meet and greet, Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, we do the forum, but it's in the afternoon because we have to prep them for the morning. Does that make sense? Then Thursday, Friday, we start doing self-developmental work. That goes into the following week. And then it ends with a Dragon's Den style performance on the final day with lots of drumming, which I think Rachel's going to be bringing in this guy, who I think you know.
Oh, possibly, yeah. Carl. Wow.
That's it, Carl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your good self is going to be doing digital diary of the whole journey of the people from the beginning to the end, so they can see, you know, how much they've changed. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this black area into the stage and the witnesses area. So there's some spare chairs there. Could we create down here, please, like an auditorium of about, say, 4 rows of chairs.
Do you mind if we push them this way a little bit?
Yeah. Facing the camera.
Yeah. Right.
That's actually, yeah, that's fine actually.
That's it.
Cool. Then, can I have a row of 4 chairs facing in a row here, please? From the
Facing
edge.
audience.
Yes, thanks, Kayla.
Right.
Thanks, Stephen.
No worries.
4 should be pushed up that way, please. And then I need 2 chairs here, please. Becky, you'll stand down from this next bit, please, so you can sit in the
Yeah.
conductor's chair that you're going to be conducting. That's perfect. Thank you. So what's your name? Your name again?
Freddie.
Freddie. Sorry. Thanks.
I know, don't worry.
I've got everyone's name. And yours? Rachel. Thank you. Can you find a partner, please? The person you're working with. Great. Okay. Find a chair together. Sit down over there.
Yeah.
Decide who's going to be A or B, please.
Always picture myself.
Okay. You all decided?
Yeah.
B's going first.
Yes.
So, B's, all I want you to do is tell your partner what you did this morning, just for a minute, okay? Starting now. I know.
I took back to my notes, but like, oh,
Yes, check those notes.
Then I packed my bags. I didn't know if we were going to have time. I kind of like, I think and then set up the bags. Then I
like to think that
I used to do work as well. I had lots of work.
Yeah, with a large time.
like, go for it.
Stop. Thank you. Swap over.
So I wake up, I check my iPad, I check Facebook, I check some emails, and then watch Broadway, the explanation of How to Powerful the musical. This was about 7 o'clock. Jennifer Hudson did it, she's amazing. Listen to her sing a bit, followed a few videos of that. Then I watched Lizzie Man. I had the shower, sang in the shower, and then skated into work. Nearly got run over. Yeah, it's quite fast. Skated into work. And dropped my sunglasses, back on, they were fine. Came to work, watched them cross, watched some roses, made a lily, made another lily, made another rose, listened to Beat the Beats, and then
Stop. Thank you. Brilliant. Well done. Which pair would like to go first, please?
We will.
Thank you.
I'll try.
Excellent. Okay, Rachel, can you start first? Can you relay back to the group what Ben, thank you, has just been saying to you?
So, Ben was going to get up early. Can I reveal his face?
Yeah, you can.
He slept through his alarm. So he didn't do his workout. But he did, and I thought this was really sweet, because when Jo gets up early, I don't talk to her. But Adam got up early and he said, "Good morning, have a good day, mate." So he spoke to Adam briefly, then I'm about to sleep. Then woke up, had a shower. He did say how much. Yeah.
I saw him coming out of the shower. You can verify that.
And you didn't have any milk, so Freddie was very nice and gave him a muffin. So we had a muffin and Nutella on.
A lot of Nutella in our house this morning.
Good Nutella day. Then can I say the next?
Yeah, you can.
Couldn't find his toothbrush. They had a mint. But he's lucky. Oh, and gelled your hair as well. Gelled your hair. Have I missed anything?
I think that was it.
Brilliant. Round of applause. Well done. Well done, Rachel. Ben, can you do Rachel beyond this, please?
Yes, Rachel was going to wake up to do a run. Just shows
Was.
fitness. Was going to. Slept through her alarm. Just how motivated we are. And then went to have a bath, but there was a beetle in the bath. So she tried to wash it down the sink or down the plug hole, but it came back up again.
Good.
So somehow she transferred it to the toilet. I don't know how we squished it, and then tried to flush it, but then it came up again, and then flushed it a second time, and it went that time. Had a lovely bath after that, beetle free. And then did your hair and makeup. Went down for breakfast, had cornflakes with raisins, and then read a little bit of your Bible in the year.
Brilliant. Round of applause. Excellent. Next pair.
Let's go for it.
We'll go.
Thanks, Sarah.
Stephen woke up this morning. He got a shower. He used an indefinite person's shampoo.
He always does. Always uses shampoo.
And then he got dressed, went downstairs, got himself a bowl of porridge.
Use the last bit of milk.
Yeah, he did use the last bit of milk. That's okay. Someone had to have it, didn't they? And then he did you sort your lunch out? Yeah, you sorted your lunch out. When then came to work, he did a rehearsal of Double Cross, a dress rehearsal, and various lovely people were there, which I was not included
No.
in the list of lovely people.
Great, round of applause. Thank you. Stephen.
Yeah. So Keelan woke up, had a shower. He went downstairs. He decided he cleaned up a bit because the kitchen was a bit of a mess. A little bit. Then he had some lovely wholemeal toast, I do believe. Yeah. With Nutella and banana on it.
And banana.
That's quite
Lovely.
And then he read his Bible while he was doing it, and then took said
All the passages.
Past Isaiah, 2 Corinthians, and Psalm 107.
Wow.
Applause for that guy. That's as far as we've got. It's quite detailed.
Brilliant. Round of applause for Stephen. Well done. Excellent. And last but not least.
So Zach woke up, went on Facebook, and watched Broadway.
You can do it.
Purple. Colonel Purple, like documentary, and then a bit of Lindy Mendez. had a date with her online. And then he had his son in the shower, which I heard.
Yep.
And then he skated to work, but obviously, as you know, it's quite downhill, so he nearly got run over. And then he came here, he did 3 lilies and a rose, or maybe a couple of roses, and watched Double Cross, and he laughed lots.
Brilliant. Round of applause. And last but not least.
And Freddie woke up, slept in a bit late, like everyone else, made his double duvet for the church weekend away, and then he got in the shower, had a shower, got out of the shower, went downstairs, had some breakfast. No, you got changed and you had some breakfast, and then you were like, oh, I need to go to work. So then you came to work, you got to work, and you did some watch Double Cross dress run, and then you got to here.
Yep. Fantastic. Fantastic. That was brilliant. You all were listening to each other great. Swap partners very quickly, please. And this time, find a space in the room.
I know we need to swap, sorry.
Decide it's going to be A or B, please.
B.
Okay, B's going first. Something about B's. Okay, B, you're going to talk about an event in your life that was real where you made a mistake or you. Okay? And you've got 1 minute.
Okay. One time I was in the car and I got taken to work, so I led to work. It was really lovely. It just went off kind of like a fire lighter. I was like, oh, this is good. And decided to burn the side of the car, and it left a massive hole. And I was like, oh no, that's bad. I had this blue Play-Doh patty in the car, and the door was blue. So I tried to go out. So I started to get hit with the I was in year 11. And then she came and I was like,
I think you can
I feel like I'm going to forget things though, genuinely.
No, I trust you.
Oh, I don't know if I should
Stacky well.
Yeah. This is good practice for And swap over, thank you.
So when I started working at
Yes.
Themselves saying, you'll see, because I'll be the one telling the story. In fact, there's more people I expect.
If I get the role, just tell me.
She's got to be really friendly.
I'll look at you.
Great! That was great that we did that.
And stop. Brilliant. Okay. What I'd like you to do is I'd like A's to act out what B's have just said. Okay, without using any words, please. And you've just got a minute to do it. Starting now. At the same time, of course. Be aware this is being filmed, you know. Great, stop. Nice round of applause there. And quickly swap over. Brilliant.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Brilliant. Round of applause for each other. Come on over, sit down. How was that?
That's different. Lots of fun.
Was that lots of fun? Okay. Why did I get you to do that? What was that all about?
I guess listening to people's stories and trying to remember the details.
Brilliant.
And also recreating them for that person.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When someone's telling a story in playback, it's a real story to them. And what you need to do is heighten it. So, for the conductor, what your job is to do is to try and find out as much of the story regarding not the actual linear of the story itself, beginning, middle and end, but the actual essence, such as all the senses, were there any smells, were there any sounds you heard? So that helps the actors to give song. And you might be able to sing it. You might be able to even just mime it as you just did then. Okay? It isn't just about words, but you need to heighten it. I need.
Sorry, I had a question. Do we?
Okay.
Go.
Yeah.
I was going to say, do we get them to say how they felt throughout it, or do we imagine and decide how they might have felt?
Yeah, good question. They will state, but some people can't tell a story.
Yeah.
It'll just come out garbled. So it's the conductor's job to try and break it down so that the actors can understand it. Yeah, and then that's up to you to decide. But I'll guide you through the process as we go along, because that's how I like to work. So I'm going to ask for 4 volunteers and 2 to stay behind. Can I have 4? Because you're going to have a go. Great. Can you go and become the actors, please? Okay. Stephen? Yep. Okay. And Zach? Yep. You've got the interesting jobs of thinking about some real stories about unemployment. Now, luckily for you two, I think you two are the ones who actually did put your hands up and said you have some experience of being unemployed. It helps. Because that's what this is about. Okay? You've been prepped now. You've been starting to think, listen,
And that's what you need to do. But the good news about playback is you get to hear the story at least 3 times.
Fantastic.
But having said that, it can still be quite convoluted. So if you still don't understand it, we know who to blame. Okay, so have a little think amongst yourselves what story you're going to give, and then you're going to come up and act as the storyteller, and you'll sit there, okay? But you're both going to tell a story each. Is that okay?
A separate story.
Yes, a separate story. But you can talk to each other about your stories, okay? The 4 of you, okay, what you do is once the conductor has got them to tell their story, she'll check it out with them again, so she'll get them to tell the story again for the 2nd time. That's really for your benefit. The first time, it's for the witnesses. We do used to call them spectators or spectators, but we stopped doing that because, again, that was a bit convoluted for people in the community, so they like the word witnesses.
Witnesses.
Yeah. Now, what's good about the story is that the witnesses can come in and join in with you if they want to, but it's up to you how you want to decide. This is where you get really creative, because when the conductor says you now have got to create the story, you've only got 5 minutes to do it, or 5 minutes to prep. And you've got to be really quiet. Whilst you're prepping, the conductor will talk to the witnesses and ask them questions about the story, because that's the only chance they will get to talk about it, really. Whilst they're doing that, and it's finished, they'll turn back to you and they'll say, "Are you ready?" You'll probably say no. At which point she'll say, "I don't care," because it's time controlled, so you've got to get on with it. Don't panic, just do it, and just improvise the rest.
Great.
So we're going to practice that a few times today to see, right?
Great.
And I'd rather you actually fall down and make a mistake than actually make it, you know, like a polished performance.
Wrong.
All right.